crucial games, the fans might turn up. But from day one, 8 o'clock in the morning when we arrive at the ground, full to capacity. I can't believe it. Yes, the cricket has been good, which adds to the spice, which adds to the excitement.
Yeah, it really does, and there's no doubt we have the best two teams here.
Needed 5 points something to win it. Then when he got out, well, what do you call them? The cardiac kids set in, and it just added to the drama.
You're used to seeing the cardiac kids as the Nepal national team, or no, that's what they're called. But Pursuit of Pashim, I think they're favourites coming into the day. With them, it's kind of death by 1,000 cuts, isn't it? They're the stronger side, but this is a grand final. Anything could happen.
And not only are their local players brilliantly led by Dipendra Singh Yari, we know Vinod Bandari, but for me a critical player here in the latter parts of this has been Harmeet Singh with his left arm spin. Economy rate of under 4, the Bolts are going to have to play him perfectly.
Well, I'll tell you something, with it being a grand final, we've got every single dignitary and celebrity you can imagine, so we've got plenty to get to. Let's get straight out to the pitch report. That's going to be with Ali Patel.
It's finally Father's Day here at the NPL, and let's talk conditions. Sunny skies as expected, about 17 degrees, expected to get to a high of 18 and stay there for the entire game. Let's talk boundary sizes. East to west, we have 62, 63, 64 behind me, and 65 meters to the left of me. When we look at the surface, it's dry, it's fairly hard as well. Dry and moisture and almost no cold. So what does this tell us? It's about to be a batter of a pitch. We're expecting winds about 160 to 170 plus, and the conditions aren't going to change much throughout this game. You bat first, you bat first, and shoot at the difference, as long as you do it right with the bat. The bowlers, they're going to try and do it so it's they really don't know what the heck the batting time.
Very even, the balance between sides winning. Batting first or sides chasing. HD, what's your gut in the grand final? Do you bat first and get the runs on the board?
Well, for that reason alone, Lenny, if whoever loses the toss, I don't think it's too much of a problem. I'd like to bat first in a final, to be honest, put the runs on the board. This is the best pitch that we've had all competition, pitch number 6. So I am expecting a really good game. And kudos to the curator and his ground staff. I mean, they've done an incredible job considering how much little time they've had between fixtures.
Yeah, they've been nothing short of exceptional. The absolute unsung heroes, without doubt. Okay, let's get in for the all-important toss. It was Mikhail Vaswani out there for that. Let's see what happens. Namaste, Nepal! Ko josh kasto chalo? Tayar hulon chalo? We're all set for the toss for the one final time in the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League powered by Incel. And I have the star cast to my left for the ultimate showdown. And standing alongside them is the ultimate silverware as well, that incredible piece of silverware with our lovely two mascots as well. To begin with, to my immediate left
one step away from history. I mean, looking at this crowd, it's always motivate us to play under them. Like we're going to play our best. Now that they're back to good, I think it's a safe score over here. Restrict them. As I said, I mean, anything below 170 would be a good score to chase. What about your playing 11? All the very best. Thank you. From the center is that in the big final, Sudur Pashchim Royals have won the toss and they'll be heading first. Tends to be the way to go, doesn't it? In the grand final, you win the toss, you want to get those runs on the board. Both sides unchanged. Brandon McMullen has constantly promised that he's going to play that big innings. Is today going to be the day? Defender Singh is in the mix for the player of the tournament, and Harmeet Singh is being more economical than any other bowler. That's for the Royals. Yeah, let's not forget that they've got Rashbanji sitting on 16 wickets. He's level with Scott Kugelman. Someone's going to take away the pick of the bowlers of this tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to a spinner. And I'll tell you something more. I have absolutely no doubt that the player of the tournament will be decided today. That's how close the running is. So many good performances by so many good players. There's no doubt about that. I want to thank HC Ackerman, not just for today, but through all this tournament. We've got the national anthem coming up in a few moments. Let's go up to the commentary box. Thank you very much, Andrew and HC. The moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the championship final of the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League, powered by NCL. It's the Sudur Pashchim Royals taking on the Janakpur Bulls. And look at that for a turnout today as well. It's a packed house once again. And just as we speak about the fans, it's a grand entry in the teams that will be cheered for. Teams have risen to the top, each driven by an unrelenting desire to claim the ultimate prize. And we all gather here for the one last time when NCL pays the world class congratulations, dedication, pulsating and salutation. 17 days of pulsating, exciting and entertaining cricket. It has witnessed 31 matches, and it now boils down to the epic clash, the judgment day, and the ultimate showdown. Hammer or cheat, with that incredible piece of silverware as the two teams walk out to line up for the national anthem. The Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium is a cauldron of noise, a kaleidoscope of colour, and a sea of frenzied fans. And we are all set for a very, very special moment as well. The air is electric and the excitement is infectious. And I request each one of you all to rise up for the national anthem.
কত টিপ দিলি কত টিপ
They've come out in hordes. They've come out to support. And for one final time this year, they're going to come out and join again. It's going to be a contest between these two sides. Both of them have been consistent at times. Scottish Royals especially more consistent with the balls. They'll look to try and upset the Royals today. The history not really on their side as they've lost 2 games to the Royals in the past, and they want to try and change things around today. It's the Celebration Royals who won the toss today, and they chose to have a bat first.
Yes, and you'd want to believe this is a good toss to win. What a player he's been for the side, to the line. Set up good balls. They've not had the greatest of outings in their last couple of games, but they'll want to erase all of that. And that's what they'll be keen to do, is put up a very fine effort. You can see a lot of people coming in. The stadium is filled to capacity by the fans here, and they're coming to live for the one last time in season 1 from the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium. Look at that. NPL season 1 is more than just a game. It's a celebration of life, of passion, and of Nepal fans. Every boundary, every wicket, and every run is met with a deafening roar. These fans are living their best lives at the moment, Monali.
It most definitely are, and that man on screen, Jimmy Neesham, he has been a star performer, especially with the bat for the Bulls, and he will be required today, you would assume. And something tells me the fans, we talk about them, we talk about their support, they're really going to miss the Nepal Cricket Arena after today. They'll try to one year for it to come back.
I was just speaking to a couple of fans, and they tell me, sir, we don't know what to do after this. I'll tell you what, this man's been the thick of things. He started off with a middle order bat. He's got a 50 to his credit. One of the few batters, 4 batters for Super Pashchim Royals to register the 50 in this tournament. 90 against the Lumbini Lions, but the strike rate very impressive as an opening batter, 130. Very dangerous left-handed batter, and the senior pro, 34-year-old Vinod Bhandari, fresh from a 50 in that last game. How well has he got into the groove for the Super Pashchim Royals? A couple of 30s, the best of 50, and against Janakpur Bulls in qualifier 1, walked away with the player of the match. And this is a very strong, formidable opening pair for the Royals.
That's what makes them so lethal, the Royals. The consistency up at the top. For the Bulls, it's going to be Harsh Tucker to start things off. A best of 5 for 23. He's picked up 11 wickets. He's been impressive. The young'un from Canada. I'm sure the nerves are coming into play. It's a big game. The crowd's roaring. Here we go. It's time for the action to start.
He gets the call. He'll be here for the ultimate showdown. Yeah, he did well. He fielded full ball off the mark of Zeb and saw the Royals as well with a single down to long off. Wow. This is really, really incredible atmosphere we're witnessing at the team stadium.
Incredible atmosphere. You said it was infectious, and yes, it absolutely is, but it also brings a bit of nerves into the players. A lot of eyes on them. And something tells me the team that holds their nerves the best is going to come out on top of this today.
Indeed, it's quite a leg and a long gone. The fielders in the deep for no spinner. Yeah, he makes business. He goes over the infield. He leaves it as well. We get a couple of runs. And look at the chants and cheers in the stadium as well. It's a boisterous crowd, and the boys in yellow have incredible support here.
Intentions made very clear. And we talk about intent. There it is. A bit tossed up. And he's throwing his bat at it. Vinod Bhandari. He didn't have the most control in it, but he's off the mark. And it's signs of things to come.
No protection in the deep on the offside. This time, over the big heave. And he'll go the distance as well. He knows the club delivery of the innings to Royals. In a maximum, that's a Siddharth Bank 6. And Vinod Bhandari is making intentions very clear.
Just a bit too full this time from Harsh Tucker. And allows Vinod Bhandari to get down on that one knee. That's the first Siddhartha Bank maximum. Had Mohsin in the deep, but he picked
Göbelci.
What a start by the Royals. And Vinod Bhandari is leading
Ha,
fire under
kaçta
that.
bende?
They accumulate 17 in the first over. Neoco solar water heaters. Water purifiers. Your way of quality living.
Subscriber है आई
Dental Hospital.
आई कम से कम 200 सब्सक्राइब जाएगा मंडे का अल्लाह के 15 चालू हो तो हम कहते
McMillan, Dipender, Ishan, Arif, Harmeet. It's a never-ending batting lineup for a side that has won the toss and decided to bat first in a big final. And what a start they've had. Frolicking, 17 for no loss, 2 sixes in the last over. Rush Thakur going for runs as Neesham has been drafted. Well, he's been their go-to man for Asif Sheikh, beg your pardon. He's looking good and he's happy getting to the other end.
It's a good line to start from Jimmy Neesham though. Early commit on her back foot, not too short. But our on-field umpires, it's Bismillah Jan Shinwari, the man from Afghanistan. Alongside Rashid Riaz. Currently going to square leg.
And he has to do a bit of running. And there is Mr. Bodhi Pradhan. Yes, we saw the wave. Very good afternoon to you, Mr. Pradhan. And batting has been spot on cue in this tournament. It's nothing but glory face of Indonesia. And he's just took this one. And it falls safe as well. He's taking his chances here, Vinod Bhandari, but he's been sent out with the plane.
But sometimes you have to take those risks. They have a very solid batting lineup, the Royals. They want to maximize these power plays. We did mention it's going to be a high-scoring affair. The track is made for batting today. This one tried to go down the ground and he absolutely hammered it. It went all the way to the first. Runs and this is going to be more runs. 5 wides. You want to start better than this. The ball's with the ball.
And the pressure will be felt for the fielding side. Drifting down leg. Not much could Milanta do behind the stumps. 5 wides. And in 8 deliveries, the Royals have already moved, or should I say raced. The Royals are unbeaten in their last 4 games. Beautifully given. All to go for the field end again. They're pushing for the second. And then Zaid will get back as well. He's playing along the carpet and he's looking very elegant at the moment.
That's a good stroke. Jimmy Neesham bowling a hard length, but he waited on it. And it's a positive start. 26 already in just 1.3 overs. Dipender Singh, the skipper, he's going to be happy with the start. You could just see those wheels turning away in that brain, constantly analyzing.
Good calling, good response. This is
The history doesn't favor the Bolts at the moment, but they want to try and change that today. Third time lucky is what they're saying. Arnold saw on screen his broken arm, unfortunately out of the side. Poor timing with that broken arm, especially considering they're in the finals and they could have used that bat of his.
Yeah, you've got to have the method and the madness over here. It's a big final. And again, they're up in the circle this time. They'll not be allowed a single. It's been a very good passage of play so far for the Royals. Batting first, they are 28 after 2 overs.
क्रिकेटमा जितको मजा र फोनमा टेक्नोको मजा कसैले बिट गर्न सक्दैन बिकज टेक्नो प्रोभाइड्स बेस्ट क्वालिटी बेस्ट सर्भिस एन्ड बेस्ट सिग्नल टेक्नो स्मार्ट फोन रोजी बनाउनुहोस् आफ्नो चोइस मोबाइल
I've been a bit hesitant between the wickets, these two. Bandari, yes, no, sent back.
bowling pakai diri.
I think he's the one who actually turned back. Noticed the fielder was coming in. Nice and hot.
You don't want to run out at this stage. No way. Yeah, he'll take the pace of the ball this time. Slightly more wider of Jimmy Neesham. And they'll fetch a single.
Rajavanshi, 2 for 22 in his 4 overs against the Yaks. You mentioned it, he's been very consistent. He's a wicket taker, but he had a tough game the last time he had played the Royals. In fact, most of their bowlers did. There's a mid-off and a deep mid-wicket. And a deep square leg.
This is very good running. And this will have to be referred upstairs. Yes, they've made it. They were slow to get off the ball in the outfield. But a directed always gets everyone interested. This is going to be a very interesting goal.
3 fielders in the deep on the leg side and very slow to get to this one. Should be in by quite a margin. Just needed to attack the ball a bit harder and you could hear a loud call of throw. Get that ball into the keeper.
Oi, Ram,
No doubt it is.
हाँ तो साइकिल को हरा हो तो क्या होता है?
Sends a lot of support for the
मैं
boys.
साइकिल होने का क्यों?
Paschim Royals. Fans are on their feet, waving flags, banners and scarves. And it's a rainbow of loyalty and devotion for both the teams. And that's what NPL Season 1 has been all about. Yeah, with the left-handed batter, the left-arm spinner, there's a deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg. You sense Saif will fancy his chances. Nicely bowled.
दही ना
this time.
बस
Sharma in the
परो
deep
या थी पहनने गया
picks up and gets the throw.
टाइम सब में
Nice, quick. Gotta remember, the Royals are quick between the wickets. The standards are set by their captain, Dipender Singh Hari. You fumble, they'll take the extra. You're slow on the ball, they'll take the extra.
5 बॉल या थी पहन
You can sense the energy and the urgency here today for the Royals. Trying to make every ball count. Smartly done. You want to give respect to the bowler who's been in sublime form.
This is a very fine over.
And a good start for Rajbanshi. Only 4 coming off it. It's 32 for no loss after 3. Presidential graduate school, where every step leads to a new adventure.
बाबा MBA
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring the nation, legends choose the ball. Thrive like a legend. Thrive the ball. Janakpur bowls.
Good amount of support for them as well. Two of the best sides, formidable sides, tabletoppers in the league stage, and quite fittingly in the finals as well.
out not out कीपर सीधे ना कर दी
Slow through the air, Harsh Tucker. Just get a sense that he's holding that ball.
review
This time he gets some good revs on it.
They're using the depth of the crease this time. Too close to cut. Needs to be careful. We saw what did Vishikar Dhawan a couple of
For the league stages, the one that came with the
ये
arm.
बहुत ही वही अपन खेला नहीं दब लिया
That was almost through him.
दो टाइम मार देती है पर
Wonderful bowling here.
It's an excellent start to Harsh Tucker's over. He's gone for 17. That first over very expensive, but he's bowling to Zaid this time.
सब को रोक लो करो
Good revs.
There is a change of ends for Tucker, and now he's bowling to the longer side of the boundary as well, to the right-handed batter. Maybe that would have also drawn him
अपना लाइक
from the far end, and that's
लाइक सब्सक्राइब करिए
and that's part of his second over has been to the left-handed batter, helping him gain confidence as well.
पूरा खाली है हमारी एलपीडब्ल्यू
A bit of frustration creeping in here for Zeb.
Just outside the line this time. Going in a bit of a slow strike rate, 9 or 14, and you sense that something's got to give this delivery. Surely can't be a maiden.
Brilliant comeback by Tucker. He bowls a maiden and keep things quiet just when things are running away from their grasp. It's 32 for no loss.
ऐसे मीडियम में पाऊंगी सर का मारेगा चलते हैं ये मीडियम निकल गई एक तो मीडियम खाली उतरा दिया है सब दूसरा कोई अच्छी जीजी निशा मत किशोरी जो उतर लो चलो ठीक है जिताइए तो खाली आप खेल तो ये जनकपुर की टीम ठीक कौन पीरियड उतर है जनकपुर दिया तो कैसे है
And Mr.
जीजी निशा मा हुआ
about
ठीक
the
है
director
ये
of
तो है
Siddhartha Bank. A big shout out to both these gentlemen for bringing about a special outing in NPL Season 1. Mr. Lokesh Sharma there, sipping on some water, MD of TCM. Wonderful to have you as well, sir. A very good afternoon. Wow, heavyweights and great work by TCM. Tell you what, they put across a carnival, a festival of the Himalayas, and we've seen some amazing work done by the TCM team all through.
Well, the dots are continuing to pile on here. This is the 7th dot in a row now, and it's been 19 deliveries since the last boundary. The boats are just starting to pull this back.
Yeah, you don't want
अंपायर
to
द्वारा
move
ये
much.
क्या होता है
You don't want
आउट है मगर
to bowl too full,
Because both these batters are already in top gear, walking into bat.
And that's exactly what Lala Rajbanshi is doing, allowing for no room. That one came in sharply to the right-hander.
करे हमरा उतना नहीं होती माथा को धुआ
Yeah, just go in with the arm. Ball it flatter, ball it quicker. Now you can see we've seen 9 dot deliveries.
Surely you just sense a release shot coming here. And he'll either find the boundary or he'll find the hands of a fielder.
Since the last boundary, 22 deliveries. We've seen 10 dot deliveries in a row between Thakur and Lalit Rajbanshi. What a comeback here by the Bulls. This looks an even contest.
Momentum's a funny thing, isn't it? When it's going your way, you find those runs very easily, and then all of a sudden you have one quiet over and that momentum's lost. Last delivery, we've not seen a run come in all of the last over. And then now 5 deliveries in this one.
Wow, we've seen 2 innings in a row. It was 28 after 2, it's 32 after 5. This has been a spectacular comeback by the Bulls. 32 for the loss.
Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs.
What
Download
NPL
Ncell
app?
app now or dial *123*9#.
Download. Vivo.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From the timeless much more like it. After 12 balls with not a single run, suddenly the Royals get going again. Flying start, 28 off 2. All of a sudden it was 32 off 5 as I welcome HD Ackerman. Gee, they played those last 2 overs poorly. This is better. Long batting lineup. Got to take some risks inside this power play. Houston over the offside. Mahanzo was right on the edge of the circle. But saying it's with the spin this time. That makes it back-to-back boundaries. Lovely shot, wasn't it? Full use of the feet, not quite a pitch. But doesn't force it. Just times it. This won't be a boundary, but will be at least a single, won't be a couple. I haven't even had time to catch my breath yet. How are you? Very good afternoon to any and all those who tuned into the broadcast. That's been quite amazing. Got off to an absolute flyer and then 2 poor overs with the bat. Granted, well bowled by Harshnak and in particular Rajbanshi, but I thought that 2 Royals openers, they got caught up looking in one particular area, and when it wasn't there, then they couldn't score. So much of a day like today comes down to who holds their nerve, who plays the rather unbelievable atmosphere better, who handles the pressure. And get a couple here. Good running. You know how many times I've been here, HD, but I can't really, well, certainly for any domestic cricket, remember anything like this. The number of requests for passes, for tickets, the appetite for people to try and get here and experience it with their families, with their kids. Quite remarkable. That'll be 4 more in the third over. Maybe being asked to bowl 1 too many in the power play. This is very clever, Adil Bandari. 2 more, 2 more. 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 2 more
That's where the field is. There's a man at square leg just in front of square. He knows if he can beat that man at short fine leg, he'll have 4.
Because the man has come square, doesn't quite get it as to how he would like, so only gets a single. Ends the power play, it belongs to the Royals. The score is 48 for none.
After a fine start, then some diminishing returns. 2 maiden overs, no mistake in our graphics there. Overs 4 and 5, 12 consecutive dots. And then a return to good runs. As umpire Rashid Riaz says, that's the end of the first power play, so into the rest of the innings now. 5 fielders allowed outside the circle, and immediately Asif Sheikh, standing captain, will take all 5 of them, and he'll turn to Kishore Mahato, who's had a really good start to the tournament, 11 wickets in total. Has just proved a little expensive in the last couple of games. Won't get the second this time. Same score, believe it or not. HD, I know they were chasing in that qualifier 1, but exactly 48 for none in the power play, the Royals. Maybe that's what they were doing in overs 4 and 5. Decided, well, we want to be in a similar position to what we were in the qualifier. Because I'm just talking about those spectators, the fans. There's some landlords with buildings outside of this ground that could make some serious money in renting out space. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. Wouldn't be surprised to hear those advertising hoardings were kind of rolled down. 50's up. It's a trademark of any big occasion. I mentioned March 16th of this year. Mentioned May 1st and May 2nd, not just the first day, but then the reserve day after the rain. They will be anywhere, any vantage point will do. That is outside the ground. I can't help giggle at that. That's unbelievable. Good news is they're not up in the trees. They're on stable ground. It's the way the hills carve into the Tribhuvan University campus. It was really, I can only describe as ludicrous the last 48 hours, H. Not many people have my number here, pal, and I was still getting spammed. Anyone who has a local number, I can only imagine what it was like for Paris Katka. Requests for tickets, for passes. It's a good way in front of square and will get 4. Don't think it's gone all the way. I think it's 1 bounce. From a very stylish cricketer, safe setting. Just gonna have a little look-see here to see if it's gone all the way. I think that safe save for me has been one of the surprise packages. It's going to be 4. In that he's been really good with the ball, played a beautiful innings of 90 earlier on in the competition. Not one of the names that you see around the world in the various franchise leagues, but I think this might put him up in headlines. It's a good decision for me. He stepped inside the line of the ball. That would have clattered into his shoulder if not. Have to give the bowlers some leeway.
A
little bit surprised where Kishore finds himself bowling. And then he's been really good with the new ball again. Let me refer to the early stages of the tournament when the bolts were quite exceptional. Goes to the clock hole. Good diving stop from Mohammed Mohsin. He'll have a big role to play with his 4 overs. Royals 55 for none. Watch NPL on the go on Unlimited YouTube.
short final leg, so it's a very safe shot for at least one. And Dory thinks of the second, but rightly sends save back. You add to that the fact that there's millions, and I mean millions, watching here in Nepal, and then millions down in India too. An extraordinary success. I had a family who flown from Australia just before the start of play. Dozens, in fact hundreds, who've come from Janakpur and Sunapurji, many on overnight buses. It's just so brilliant to see the sport that you and I love thriving like this in a country that I've always loved, and I think you now love too, HC.
Guys, mistake मारने हुई है तो
Many meet Judah who arrived here and really had no idea what we were coming to. Spider just clipped him on the helmet, bit up Bandari, yeah, just on the grill, so they'll have to go through some protocols, some concussion protocols before play can continue. It won't take too long. Always good to follow protocols. Umpires doing their job. A lot of batting to come here, HD. What's the approach for these two now? They've got through the power play. Well, I think that the discussion would have been between the two of them. Look, we can both look to put the foot down now, because if one gets out, new batter comes in, yes, but because we're both in, we can afford to be more aggressive. Two in batters, the last thing you want is stop balls. I think if a safe save hadn't run through the crease there, there might have been a third. It was a strange game, wasn't it? The virtual semi-final between the Bolts and the Yaks. I don't think either side played well, and some Bolts fans may be upset with me, because they'll say, hold on, we won the game, but there were so many errors, too many errors from both sides. Full switch it completely changes the stance. Not the power switch it, but gets it up a bit to get more. Perfect start, yeah, for the Royals. Both batters getting it on. These are all-round players. We've seen him go down, we've seen him go the mid-on, we've seen him go the extra cover. He's swept well, now he's got the reverse sweep. He's got the game. As a consequence, the field had to change. Brought another man across. So it's now a 5-4 offside field. Two behind square on the offside. Doesn't stop repeating the shot. The gap has been plugged. Good captaincy. And that's probably where I question the decision to play that stroke, because now there's two men behind point on that offside. So he can go the other way if he wants to. Said he was down the ground. Long on is out there. Can he get underneath it? No, he can't. He settled himself and went balls to the heavens. One of the highest at Arthur Bank sixes that we've seen. It's 68 for none. Bazupan सम्बन्धी कुनै पनि हार्दिक IVF and fertility.
यो निकाल्न easy. Cervix no easy wash is because
पूरा देखो कपड़े तो खत्म हो गए अब जब तो सारे हो तो पूरा देखो चार तो हब्बे और अच्छी है
Join us and the ranks of thousands of successful students who have unlocked their full potential by pursuing their education overseas. Right Path Career
right
Counseling.
spot
They beat the Janakpur Bolts, their great rivals, in the playoff stages as well as the groups. They've only lost one game all tournament, and they're looking very good, having won the toss and decided to bat first. Look at how high this goes, HD. Monster 6. Altitude. every game. He's one of their first games on the team sheet.
हमने लाइव देखा उसे
Those numbers barely exist anymore in T20 cricket. I think even if you're in that beach, you're considered exceptional.
ना वो से देखिए जीत के हार
Man that's wearing yellow today.
जीत भी कर वो से देखिए आज देखिए
There's an opportunity.
दीपक हुआ देखिए लव देखल को हमारा लाइव में पूरा चल गया देखा
And again, I have to question, why does that seem shaken out of the gloves on?
बात है आपने
Said it for the majority of the tournament. In 2 of the games, he took them.
कौन पे देखी
Here we are.
यूट्यूब पर तोरा लाइव में कितना देखता
Wonder, was it an edge? It was certain it was at
मतलब
first.
कि
It's
हमरे वाला अच्छी में जाकर देखे थे हम से लाइव में आई दिखाओ भी तो ये नहीं से बात
No, I don't think so. I think Mohamed Mohsin thought it had bowled him. Gone over the top of the stumps and hit the fingertips of Malanta. Was kind of too close. I think just purely maybe because the bat has come so close to the keeper's gloves. By the way, it was a tardy piece of glove work. It's given as buys, so the umpire didn't think there was an edge either. Just going back to those numbers, I mentioned another man in yellow, Harmeet Singh, who's going to play a critical part today, particularly you think against Jimmy Nishu. Left arm spin against the left-hander. Great shot. That is a great shot. Really struggling to complete one story here, but he's going to be ranked up at the 4. And if you want an exhibition and a demonstration to play straight and be why it's the best the targets. That is it. And there he goes over his shoulder. Oh, this is quite brilliant from Zaid Zaid. It's not quite going to be back to back boundaries, but it will be 3 more to the total. This Malanta could have taken the stumps off. His teammates need to give him a shout. I don't think they can hear each other right there. Such is the cacophony of noise. We will have a check on the boundary. I think it was clean.
हाँ ये फकल के रहा मेरा चलिए तो
No problem. Having a look at the boundary, but yep. So not a boundary. Into the 9th. 80 without loss.
80 8 ओवर 9 ओवर में 3 रन मारा गया रन ठीक है ना नहीं वैसे तो 1.5 का टारगेट देते हैं ना 1.5 का टारगेट देते हैं करनालिया खरीद रहा है तो जीत गया 140 से पर लो आई डेंजर मारेगा ये क्या मैंने 17 रन खेला
Not just in going past save, but maybe even top spots. And a special mention for the lone Nepali batter in there, Rohit Paudel. As Jimmy Neesham returns to the attack. Paudel played the least number of games of everyone there. With him last night, he's going to be here today, the national team captain, and rightly so. He was quite brilliant this tournament, even though the fans had a campaign to forget. So they're way back into this game here for the Bulls. Something's got to change. They need wickets. They need a wicket quickly, because you just think of what's to come here. Brandon McMullen, Dipindra Singh Airi. There is plenty. Ishan Pandey, who's had such a good tournament as well. So these two can play with all the freedom in the world. To bring up near 50. It comes up in deliveries. 5 fours, 2 sixes. And on the grandest stage that there is, this has been a quite brilliant innings from the Englishman. Big players score big runs in the biggest of matches. He is an overseas. He's 1 of 4. He's doing the job here today. Everything must go already as early as the 10th over. Neesham is not happy out of where the fielders need to go. The Bolts in danger, losing their minds here. But the problem that the Bolts have though is that both players are able to hit the ball to all 4 corners of the ground. They're just struggling to restrict them to a particular area. You drop it short, he pulls you, you pitch it up, he lets you, or he goes down the wicket, and then you down the ground. This is a sensational partnership led by the left-hander. Look at the platform the Royals have built here. Nobody's crossed 200 in the comp. Don't want to put a hex on it or anything, but the platform they have, they may almost be disappointed if they don't get to the 200 marker. But yeah, surely. Yeah, the Kings, who we could have argued didn't have the best of tournaments, they have the highest total. It's amazing, isn't it? The highest total going to a side that doesn't make it through, the most amount of runs at one stage, when with the batter who hadn't gone through. But this has been an exhibition from these two. They are entertaining the masses. Doherty now, because they seems to have switched gears quite significantly. Last 5 overs have gone for 60. He's happy to nudge it around and say, Zaid, keep doing what you're doing. Just bear in mind, they've actually scored 92 in 7.5 overs. Because there were 2 maidens that just extraordinary. Captains like powerplay, not even a bowling bar, like Eric Ramsey, but the rest. Well, it's the final winner of the Happy Dent Sparkling Smile part of the match. Well done, madam. Very, very well deserved. We said it a few times throughout this tournament, HT, one of the most transformational aspects of the fans that we've had in. We have seen kids, we've seen women, we've seen families. 6-7 years ago, it was really too dominated by men. It's lovely to see every single person and part of it all enjoying it. Congratulations to you. Hamper on its way. He's changed gears all right. Shane is flying. And Nisha, double team on his edge. He doesn't know where to turn. It's the halfway stage. It's time for the players to have a drink. You can argue the Bolts needed a lot more of the Royals. It's 97 for them.
नेपाल का सपोर्ट मिलता है चाहे इंडिया सपोर्ट में गुलामी में नेपाल हाँ केकरो गुलामी नहीं आते पचास को देखिए कहाँ 50 को 6 लाख बिल्कुल रहना कत बेला मन जोशिया है धीरे धीरे कर तो मैसेज करते रहे साथ पर फिर हां केना एना ऐसा तो लाइव खुलल कोई ना 50 करा आधा खा के जल्दी ला बस ला आधा निकलियो हां कतबा का देखता अरे कतबा का देखता अत्ते तू खा ले अत्ते पत्ता ऊपर तू खा ले जिला कोई न तो घरे कन खा ले कन पट्टा फाड़ देता अत्ते तक खेबो ई दांतिया लगा दे ऊपर से ले ले ला हम अपने ले ले पत्ता तू खे जो नहीं रखा नहीं कम कहीं हम दिन ही नहीं है ज्यादा तो दिन ही नहीं है तो उससे खाए नहीं कितने पड़ता है वीडियो तो सारा उतार नहीं है देखिए कैसे खा रहे देखिए ऑनलाइन चल रहा ले ले सब जल्दी ऑनलाइन होता है यार
DJ Happier Home.
From the timeless legacy to inspiring the nation, legend choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball. बालसुपन संबंधी कुनै पनि समस्या समाधानका लागि सम्झनुहोस् हार्दिक IVF and Fertility Center सिनामंगल काठमाडौँ
आपने करते हमारे आदमी लाइक क्या हुआ आदमी
popping the champagne with the trophy in their hand. A very good afternoon once again, Monali Patel.
IPL में सोना से रहे हैं और निकालने के लिए
Very good afternoon
गोल्ड है
indeed,
या
Mikhail.
मतलब सोना का नहीं हुआ ना गोल्ड
And
का
that trophy's
नहीं
quite
नहीं
big.
IPL में
Look,
सीधे
it's got a
चला के
piece
रहे
of the Himalayas on it.
चांदी के रहा
चाली के होते
Very fitting
ये तो
for
गोल्ड
the
रंग
Top
के
Premier
है
League.
गोल्ड रंग के है
My goodness, have they
भेड़
come out
पर
in
में तो
numbers
सोना लाए
today?
चाली तो चाली
हाँ ठीक
The Royals fans will be happy. 97 for none at the halfway point. And
यार
this
आप
has been an
छोड़ के रख
exceptional half century from Saif
ओ
Saif.
बॉल टच आउट
Part of 7 fours and 2 sixes.
पहले
He
का
started
शॉट
a
तो
bit
देख लिया
slow, but once he got
पहले
going,
के
there was
शॉट
absolutely
उसका
no
संतुली
stopping him.
पुल्ले रहते से देखना
Rang as often as he could. And he has played all around the park, regardless of the bowler that he's faced. Took Jimmy the ship down the ground a couple of times as well. An incredible half century, and what a time to get it in the finals.
लोबो
Yes, the boys in yellow have been on a leather hunt. Mawson to continue.
मतलब डीजे बोलते हैं
No respite for the bowler. Because the
छक्का
ball is going the distance today.
नहीं वही
And
मुझे
that one's out of here as well.
बॉल को तो भाग गया
He has been quiet for a while. But he started to wield that willow like a
दोहरा
magic
तो बॉल
wand
को
now.
भाग गया है
Oh wow, he has absolutely smashed it. Passes 100
कितना
mark,
भरना
and another Siddhartha Bank maximum down on one knee.
हमने ध्यान नहीं दी थी
And my God, has he put that a long distance away. Where's the wicket coming from? They've got to try and bring it somewhere here for the Bulls. They're very quickly getting out of this contest.
What a toss to win here for the Royals. 10 wickets in hand. 100 up on the board in the 10th over. And you just feel that balls are a little jaded. They played a lot of cricket in the last couple of days.
पहले तो गूगल पे 76%.
Take a look at those 50s as well. The second one coming in 23 deliveries. Remember, they had the two maidens as well in the first 5 overs.
104 रन.
But those two maidens seem to be the only highlight for the Bulls in this entire 10.2 overs it's been. Down the ground! And it's a one bounce four. Jimmy Neesham had no chance on that one. It was travelling. They're making very easy work of this, the Royals.
33 बॉल में 300 रन.
Goes for Shahab Surface as well. Backed himself, gave the charge. Presented the full face of the bat. A bit of inside-out cricket over here. Wide of the field and long off. One bounce towards Hamrojeet. Careful, Jeet. It's raining runs. We've seen 9 fours, 5 sixes already within the first 11 overs. I wouldn't want to do that. But
अनिल से आसिफ से
ये सब खिलाड़ी सब तो है मगर टिकवे नहीं कर रही सब
Oh, you're batting so well, and then you try to bring out the switch, and we see this so often. Batters are going well, they're striking the ball down the ground, and then they pull out that shot, and they're gone. And what a partnership this is turning out to be. 109 now. It's the largest partnership for the Royals. And this is what a time they brought this out. In the finals, you couldn't have asked for a better way to start the finals.
you have to save your best for the last this way. Location to come good as an opening batting pair. Look at that partnership, 10 wickets in hand. And what I really liked about Vinod Bhandari is today, he's brought in so much of maturity in this innings of his senior pro playing like one as well. 13 coming up this over. It's 1-1-0 for Leonard.
थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन्. ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुहोस्, खुलेर जिउनुहोस्. सानीमा रिलायन्स इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जिउँ.
अरे हम बस रहे थे एक जूस बना दिया मेरा टेंटा वो सब गाली दे अजय भाई के
After the Royals won the toss and decided to bat first, and both Zaid and Vinod have been on a leather hunt. Yes, it's been a wonderful start, wonderful event, and we're all set to have a listen to a wonderful conversation as well. That's because Andrew Leonard is with the man of the moment, the Secretary of CAN, Paras Katka.
Certainly, Mikhail, thank you so much. The Secretary of the Cricket Association of Nepal, Paras Katka. Chris,
एनपीएल
it's
में
probably
क्या
going to be hard for you to sum up your emotions. You must be
नेपाल में तो
incredibly proud.
एनपीएल है इंडिया में
All
आईपीएल है
minutes,
इस जगह
it's been
का
unbelievable.
आईपीएल
Just look
से
at the
इंडिया
crowd today.
आईपीएल
We've
इंडिया
had hundreds of calls since yesterday
पीएल
from
एनपीएल का
all of the
मतलब कैसे यहाँ पे
bureaucracy
यार
to
नेपाल
the owners to
रियान से नेपाल नेपाल
I
में
mean, the
तो फुल फर्क हुआ
ministers to
नेपाल
people
बयानी
that you
ना
want to get inside. You can see the crowd inside. I
लेजेंड
mean, hopefully we'll
नहीं ये
use this to,
वाली
get
तो
the right perspectives in terms of the fact that Nepal now needs a proper cricket stadium. It's so difficult to
loud.
manage everything right now, but having said that,
आदमी
the most
लाउड
important part here is that Nepal cricket's won. I think this tournament has somehow
this video को
put us on a global scale where for a franchise cricket with limited resources at our end, we've managed to make a mark. There is no doubt in
Most
terms of as
Kelly
a
Mark
first
Mark
season, it could not have been more successful. Like if anything, you're under-exaggerating with thousands of people making those requests. I've got a stat for you. There's only one other league in the history of franchise cricket that has a one-run win, a one-wicket win, and a Super Over its first season. That was the IPL. There are some shades out there of what went on south of the border in its first year here in Nepal. Our biggest would be a chance to picture up Paris as long as the catch in the match. Side coming back to you, Paris. Go on.
ये तो कहे तो काट करन जगह होती है बाजार में मुझे वाला मुस्तार है ना
Kind of ideas and dreams we put up in place. I think the association of Nepal, along with the governing council and everybody behind the
जना
scenes,
हम
has been so
रोजा
much
खाली मारने हो या आरी
even
खेले
for me, we're on the final
वो
day.
या
I'm
आरी
happy at
खेले
that
ना
point.
पर
Cricket
जब
match
साथ
because
वीडियो
we
कर
just have to take care of everybody around it. But everyone's put in a lot of effort, and comparisons are fine. But we're a young cricketing nation with big dreams, so all of these things will take place as long as the cricket is taken care of. Oh, coming down towards us, Jimmy Neesham does the fielding. He must be so proud of something that we've seen here before. These massive crowds of fanaticism for that's always been for the national team. You think of March 16th, May 1st, May 2nd last year. This is for domestic cricket here in Nepal. Did you truly believe it could be this successful? It has gone beyond our expectations, honestly. And also the love for the game. I can proudly say that now cricket has reached the grassroots in terms of viewership and ownership. Each region is being represented. Everyone's in it for their own team. That's the kind of support gonna get there. There's something happening every ball here. And 10 seconds in hand, you expect 5 votes every single ball. See the kind of reception that the people have taken up for this league and to the ownership of the teams has been simply phenomenal. And hopefully, the expectations that we have been able to generate from year one in the coming years with a better infrastructure stadium, baby cricket and the floodlights. I'm speechless. Can I ask you about the years to come? I know you can't even really probably think about that just yet, but maybe not just here in Kathmandu. Is there a future where the Nepal Premier League expands outside the valley? Absolutely. There'll be a lot of investments that are coming in various places inside the country. In 3-4 years, we could go to a home and away matches between. We may not have eight grounds and stadiums straight away, but even if it comes down to 3 or 4 stadiums, it's a benchmark for what cricket is and what sport can do to a country. We can see for a fact that the country is united by one sport, everybody under an umbrella. And Cricket Association Nepal is trying its best to, decentralize the sport. So I hope in the coming years we can go
हम तो जना पूरा बोलते
Much needed is an understatement here. Finally, it catches held on. He was trying to go down the ground. Didn't have the
हल्ले ने
distance
दूर
this
बोल
time.
के ले सा
And
ये
this is
गिरा
a
वाला खाली हो
well-judged
गया
catch, well taken by
भाई के
Thunder
ले
Rajvanshi.
बिना दर्द के लिए
First one finally falls. Cycle he's in for 69
ये
on
हफ्ता
40.
रहा वो बात के 10,000 रुपया ले ये मस्त ये करा सकते हैं
जब भी अभी अपना सके एकेडमी में भला लो ले तो और बीच बैक का ही माल का ही रूम भला करो पति तो मम्मी के लिए हां भी जहां कैसे गई था ठीक है हम निकल जाते हैं मेरे तो बेगल होता है और भी देते
New solar water heaters. What a
लेकिन
purifier.
एक बात कौन थी जो अथी भरना लेबो नहीं करती
Gas
थी
off
मतलब
like
बिल्कुल
Zekusa. Your way of quality living.
तो ना आई कौन थी भरना लेबो नहीं करते
कौन सी वही सुना खाने को नहीं कहता जेल से जीत के जाऊँ ना रात में पार्टी होगी
क्रिएटिव प्लेस सब खेल
सब चली दालों में सब
Do you
चली
try
खेल
coffee or home? Taste that, eh?
छाती में लगी हुई
Win
है
that
तो
we have come
हम
out of this
खेल
tournament.
लेते साहब
Moving forward, like I said, sports
छाती
is
में लागे तो
entertainment.
सवाल नहीं
Nepal
है
cricket over the last 25
जल्दी
years that I
छाती
have
के
been
बल से
involved with
कल
as a
बुरी है
cricketer and now as an administrator, there's so much that we need to give back to our fans. The fans have been our biggest stakeholders with infrastructure being built, with better investments coming in. I feel this would ignite a very big industry which is going to help a
कथी
young
है
Nepali
ये
dream
लगा का
of
में लगा
achieving
के
the
मोबाइल
impossible
लगा
and most importantly, the most important factor is that cricket and sports can now become a viable industry where the youth can get into it and earn a livelihood for themselves. And
वही पता है सब देखेंगे
the whole ecosystem of kickers to advertisement businesses to all influencers to social media, everybody involved in this ecosystem. I'll run Rachi back into the attack here. There's no doubt that this country is starting to really realize its potential. The step out clearly in the exploits of the national teams. Cricketers are
ये नहीं
really
चल वही डंडा के
taking
जना
on
लगा
because there's so much to making a league happen. What about the cricket on the field,
अरे
particularly the power
साहे
players?
टूट
There's been some
गया
real standouts like some Ridge and Thakal. See what Banchi joined in with the team. He must be really proud.
टीवी में
You
देख
mentioned
टीवी
defender
का
security because today the local players are See, this is the platform that a cricketer yearns for. Some of our cricketers have really set a benchmark, like Rohit Paudel, Devinder Singh Airi, even youngsters like Bipin Sharma who's come through the ranks. And now you can see that with a platform like this, the talent will then get the potential platform to express themselves. I have always believed the fact that there are more talented cricketers in this country. A tournament like this, where around 85, 90 cricketers from most cricketers have been big, some of them have come through the talent. And the most important thing is cricket has become a household game. Cricket is a winner. And for all of our cricketers who played this tournament, the ultimate dream is to go on to represent Nepal and make sure Nepal wins every tournament we play. The benchmark's been set. Hopefully we can keep up the momentum and keep building up from here. Just a quick final question. You talk about those halcyon days, March 16th last year, a day that anyone who is here will never forget. No one's going to forget today, are they? But what are you proudest of across the whole event? I think it's just been tremendous work from everybody involved, the whole cricketing fraternity who's part of Nepal. We to the commentary box. Yeah, good passage of play for the Bulls. They've just found an opening, and it's also the ultra-minimalistic moment of the day. Raj Banshi, as always, amongst wickets.
This is a big moment. It's a big wicket. It's that of Vinod Bhandari. Into the stumps, and now both openers are back in the pavilion. This momentum could be just what the Bulls needed at this time. Going deep in his crease, nowhere close to the ball. And Lalit Rajavanshi finds the gap. He's batted well, Vinod Bhandari, but he goes for 41 off 31. The Royals are 117 for 2.
Yeah, 2 wickets to fall on the same score of 117. Bit of a mini comeback here for the Bulls. Certainly you can sense that they're feeling the energy now. They look a little jaded in the field. Harmeet Singh walks out. He's always got a promotion with the bat. He's been a superstar with the ball, but he's not had a great outing. Just 14 runs and a best of 13. Now he can certainly bring out a wide range of shots. Will it be today? He's up against Raj Banshi. It's off the mark as well. And what a lovely probably chat with the Secretary of the Cricket Association of Nepal, Paras Khatkar. He should pride over this moment, Monali. He can savor it. It's been very, very successful and a runaway hit across the global cricketing globe.
It's been quite a standout here in Nepal Premier League, and he really is an anchor to all of that. But Brandon McMullen out in the middle, a best of 53. He's got 187 runs so far, not a bad strike rate. But these two batters are now practically starting from zero. And Lala Rajabanchi, who's been so consistent so far for the Bulls, gets a breakthrough. 1 for 5 in his 2.4 overs. He has bowled well today, Rajabanchi.
All through the tournament, should I say. Nicely using the pace. Good fielding as well. Both the batters are off the mark.
Saif Alize, a little bit earlier, tried to go down the ground, didn't get the distance, and a very well judged catch. And look who it is taking the catch, Lalit Rajabanchi. He's played a good hand so far in this game. 1 wicket, 1 catch, and he's held down that one end. Just the 6 runs coming off of his spell so far.
Yeah, looking to go big over here. Harmeet Singh has been sent out with a message. They'll push for the second. They'll get a couple of runs here. Another very good over by Rajbanshi. He's conceded only 8 runs in his 3 overs so far. 4 runs coming off this, 121 for 2.
तपाईँको भोलिको भर पर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुल्दै राखियो
DHI happier home. Tripte sahi.
Legends rise to greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend, drive the ball. 53, bowled out for 51, Royals won that by a huge margin of 72 runs, thereby also boosting their net run rate. We know they've enjoyed playing against the Janakpur Bulls. Today as well, he got 41 with the bat. The partnership 117 with Zeb. A bit of mystery here now with Malla in the middle.
That's sort of been the story for the Bulls, hasn't it? The batting just hasn't clicked for them. And when your batting combinations don't click, when you don't get your batters to transition from those starts to get the bigger scores, it's hard. It's really hard for your bowlers. This is the second wicket for Vinod Bhandari. Lalit Rajabanshi bowls a gem. Bhandari tries to go deep in his crease. It's right through the gap.
They kept it slow through the air this time, just closing the face of the bat. Bhandari playing all over it. But he's done his job. What a partnership, 117. Yeah, just fix it. Between mid-wicket and long gone. Get a couple of runs. The Janakpur Bulls have lost 3 games this season and have lost 2 games versus the Royals and 1 versus the Chitwan Rhinos as well. And there he is, Vinod Bhandari. What an innings he played, 41 and 31. 58 in the last game, unbeaten against the same team.
Kind of plays on your mind, doesn't it? You know you've lost to this side twice before. One of them was a big loss, 51 all out with the bat. And surely they're thinking we have to back ourselves today, but it's not been a start that you could back yourself with. The bowling's gone all over the park. They're still going at 9 runs and over. And you feel maybe this is the point in time when they can just pull it back. As this one slapped through the offside. That momentum. They just now need to start to switch to the ball side, but that's if they do the right things here, put the pressure on these 2 batters.
And just looking at the cricket they've played in the last couple of days as well, Monali, Played their last league game. Take a look at the sliced. It was in the air, provided the fielder at that point. Back live. Over the bowler's head. Into the side screen as well. McMullen, long levers, raises his arms and gets plenty of bat on it. What a way to end over number 14. 12 runs coming off it. 133 for 2. Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring the nation, legends choose the ball. Try like a legend. Try the ball.
ये चाय happier छत्ते साहे
Get those projected scores.
Those are some scary projected scores from a bowl's perspective, especially when the batting's not clicked.
Yeah, from the bowl's perspective, it's scary. What about the Royals' perspective, Monali?
See, the Royals have come in with so much confidence here, and why not? They've picked up win after win. They've come in so consistently with bat and ball in every single game, and they've dominated. So you would feel that they're coming in with a sense of confidence and playing with that sense of confidence. If you don't have a start the way they have here, if you're not confident of the way you're playing.
Absolutely. What a view. Wow. Sight to behold. All this breathtaking as well. Our drone has worked overtime and given us some of the most sensational views. Yeah, he's got a lot of bat on this one. It's more like a no-look shot from Harmeet Singh, and that's out of here as well. That's the Siddharth Bank maximum. He gets the promotion once again, and he repays the fate with a wonderful strike.
Almost a little too leg side. That's a free hit. Asking to be hit away. And Harmeet Singh's not going to miss many of those. Swinging into the leg side. The fielder might have thought he's in contention for a very short time. And then he watches it sail over his head for a 6.
And out of nowhere, in no time, this partnership is worth 24 and 13 for the third wicket. And they've been on a leather hunt. Yeah, we talk about that breathtaking view once again.
Talk about the breathtaking view. Have you been out at all? Every time I've asked you to go and explore, you've said, no, I'm too tired.
I'm just too immersed in the cricket, Monali.
When you're not on the field.
Yeah, I'm just too immersed in the way the game has been played. And yeah, I have gone a couple of places. In fact, I've had the good fortune of seeing some very, very beautiful scenic views as well. There it is. Talk about it. You don't need to go anywhere when a drone is getting you such lovely visuals. That's the beauty of Nepal.
Oh, this is another one. It's another one. Trying to snap it through the offside. And straight into the hands. It's Harmeet Singh again. Cannot go on to get a big score. And Mohsin takes up a wicket to his name.
Short and wide, he sliced this one. Had four written all over, but a very good catch. Not easy. Had to time the jump to perfection and yet catch it ahead of him. Harmeet to pass of 14. And this partnership of 26 has been broken. It's 23 after 15. I dare to overcome every presidential graduate school, where every step leads to a new adventure.
ये चाय happier. छत्ते साहे.
White bull, asli energy. Red bull, asli energy. his hands on the trophy. He's got a big innings to play here and work to do with the ball. And when he captains and fields in the second innings, he joins back with the risk to throw Army to number 4. You might think as though it's worked 14 of 8. Nishan will return for his third. Beautifully played, but very well fielded as well. Anderson, he jogs too, that's how quick he is. As I welcome HDR.
Perfect 15 overs, you would think, for the Royals. A wonderful opening stand. And yet the risk which some may frown at, me being one of them, with Army single to the wicket, but he did his job. He came in and had to get on with things or get out. He did. Another 2 big men over the crease. Expect there'll be a roar of anticipation as Tiger will come on to strike for the first time. This is the wicket. Well, ball Mohammed Wilson hidden away a long way outside the off stump, outside the hitting arc. An excellent catch from a young man who has a big future. I promise you that, Hilton. Hemantami, we barely got to see him this fine fast ball. He comes on as a sub and he has his moment. Not an easy catch. Clever from us. The old googly away from the left-hander. Fast hands allow Irie to get off the mark. With a couple, he just forces the fumble, forces the error. He wants it there, but McMullen has ended up on his backside. You cannot take your eyes off the entire playing oval when he's out there. From a fielding perspective, the first job is to get to the ball as quickly as possible. The next job is to get it clean in the hands. While he's running between the wickets, the outfielder often just looks up a little bit and then up. And the fumble is more than enough for him to get through for 2. Irie wants 2 again here, but McMullen says no. There's a eagle. Not just in these 2 sides, it's going around social media as El Clasico. But between these 2 men, Irie and Nisham, remember, when Irie dismissed him in the group stages, out came the somersault. And I can promise you, I'm not going to call Jimmy Nisham an elephant, but he's not forgotten that. As we heard from Paris Kadkar, thanks to all our sponsors, including Ultraviolet, that's the F77. Imagine the intersection of design and technology. Really beautiful bike. I was on the back of one of those this morning. Only way to get here when the traffic's as heavy as it is. Just wonder what might happen if Nisham somehow got to tender out here. Bowled him. It's just clipped the bail. It's not Irie, it's not the one he wanted, but it's another big one. As Brandon McMullen gets to double figures for the umpteenth time in this tournament and gets out. Just a length with a little bit of zip. Maybe a touch movement back into the right-hander. McMullen's looking to go downtown. And Nisham has one. That's a very big wicket at a critical stage in the match. Because if this man had batted through, well, 200 is definitely on the cards. He goes for 14. Maybe, just maybe, the Bolts are scrapping back. 149 for 4.
दोनों जोड़ी खत्म हेलो आई ने ये जोड़ी खत्म होतो 79
Watch NPL on the go on MCL app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download MCL app now or dial *123*9#.
और ये सिद्धि दाग यो निकालना easy. Surf Excel Easy Wash इसको 10 हाथ से सिद्धि दाग निकालना बचा. Surf Excel Easy Wash.
To Arjun Kartri. might have gone left hand, right hand, particularly with Rajbanshi having one left. Instead, they've gone for power. Because it's two right-handers, Rajbanshi will now be called upon to bowl his fourth and final. Amazing to think of his bowling figures as the 150 comes up against the carnage of the rest of them each day. Now what come on? Single bringing up the 150. I am a little bit surprised about Shandy not coming in here. Forget the left hand, well not forget the left hand, right hand combination, it's a very good point. But the fact that Dipendra Singh Hari at the beginning of his innings relies heavily on between the wickets running, quick stuff, quick signals. I'm not sure he's going to get the same response from Kugalan as he would from Pandey. But Kugalan is sent in all out attack. He gets off the mark immediately. This is a good piece of bowling, wasn't it, from Jimmy Nish in the final ball of the previous over. Just the one bail it kissed. Hard length. Hard length. Sometimes the old death's length is still the best. Not all the time though, because you can disappear over mid-wicket. But on that occasion, perfect. You don't see too often from Dipendra Singh Hari, purely because of where the fielders are. No doubt that Irie wants three. He's almost willing Kugalan to come with him. He does just about get there. Sharmala holds his arm after the throw. It's a shot that can be utilised just to manipulate the field to the way you want it to be set as a batter. So you play the little lap. Now what inevitably happens is they can bring the deep square leg finer, or they move someone across from the offside into that position at short 45. It just opens up another scoring area for you. Good check of the stroke from Kugalan because he didn't get there. Yeah, I spoke to Scott Kugalan about one of the more controversial aspects or incidents that we've seen in the tournament when Ishan Pandey was retired, and he actually said he felt really bad about it. And then he watched back the coverage and he said, I know you and HD were spraying me to the heavens and I deserved it because I don't know whether it was the right thing to do. They asked me to go in and have a wine and I just couldn't get a hold of one. Ended up, I think, with 3 or 4 or something like that. That was Ishan Pandey being retired out. I'd certainly never blame Scott Kugalan for going in. He didn't grab the coach by the scruff of the neck and say, send me in. When he came down the wicket the last time to those runs, I actually think he just cramped himself a little bit for room. He wants a little bit of freedom to be able to swing those arms through the ball. This is a big delivery here. The tournament's leading wicket taker for a reason has finished. Maybe his best 4-over set of the tournament. 1 for 15 for him. It's 156 for 4.
DJ happier. Tipsy side.
हम अपन आदि साथ में लाइव में देख लाइव में
With hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Smalajan Shinwari just said, can we just go upstairs just in case? That's absolutely fine, nothing wrong with that. But I also think at the other end, I'm not even sure who appealed. Whereas we'll have to hear it to see if there's an appeal. Absolutely fine. So Shinwari just wanted to double check. Not out will be the
साइकिल लगा ये होते हम डाल लेकर गए
ये टूट गया
आता हो बेग
decision on screen.
तुम गाँव ही देता
आता होगा ये हम लेकर
Balls
गए
left.
तुम
Tiger at the crease.
हमरा वाला दिक्कत नहीं
मशीन
Can they
चली
get to? Nishan wants his wicket. Fired away. Protection out there, well placed, deep backward point. It is quite difficult now, isn't it, for the square leg umpire, because they don't stand in line with that popping crease anymore because of the run-out camera. Years and years ago, they used to stand directly in line, and they would have to make that decision. Now they've almost got to get out of the path. So when there is an appeal, you can almost understand them going upstairs. Yeah, that's to blocking off our cameras to give the best possible chance.
ये भाई ये रही देख रहा हूं
Definitely could be quick squares. Appeal, that's what is there. You need an appeal, remember? Into the slot, Kiwi to appeal there. Kugaloin gets a good piece of it. You feel as though he's missed out there. He's going to think, come on Scott, you need a boundary, otherwise this fella's going to run you ragged. We were looking at that replay of them running the three. That was defender Singari, not even in second gear. He was trotting. Kugaloin was all out to sprint back for three. A little bit of a tortoise and hare situation out there, the two batters. The Royals are still on top here. Bolts are just gradually clawing their way back into this contest. It does look a good surface. It does. And what you don't want to do, and Kugaloin's very aware of that, especially after the conversation he's had with Hughes, that he doesn't want to just swing and miss. He still wants to be scoring. Sometimes that can happen when you elevate a big hitter up the order, is they can spend their innings swinging and missing. It can cost the side. You can strike him though, can Kugaloin. Goes straight down the ground. A little unorthodox because he has to extend almost down to his shape. He gets a good piece of it. It also up in the circle. One bounce four. It is the adjustment to the stroke that makes it such a good one. Because it's pace taken off and he has to just wait ever so slightly. And the opening of the face at point of contact is critical to the end result. Every batter there, their natural instinct will be to bring the bottom hand through to close the face and often lose their shape. Somehow it was a touch unorthodox. Got it straight enough to get four. This time the bottom hand does come through. It splits the gap. It's 4 more. Nishan cannot quite believe what his Kiwi colleagues done to him. Two big balls there, two big boundaries. And even 12 of 7 would suggest that the risk to elevate Kugaloin up the order has been a success. Because at this stage of an innings, when you're striking it at 171, you're doing your job. His job now may be to go to the first. He would put back the strike in the 19th, I feel. Instead it will be a dot. Okay, will get the strike. Nishan will finish with 1 for 44. It's 167 for 4.
Cricket magic को मजा वो techno उसे ले पिक because techno provides best quality, best service, best techno smart for Roji. No knows how to voice for that.
Asli Needles.
DHI happier home. Today.
Watch NPL on the go on Ensign app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ensign app now or dial district 123 district 9 hash. I think we're about to see something happen. Yes, we are. It's the big one. The Tiger falls to one of the bowlers of the tournament. Certainly the one who stood out the most with his wrist spin. It's Mohamed Mohsen.
Uses those wrists so beautifully, does Tapendra Singh Ayri. But unfortunately, this time he picks up the man at deep square leg. It is that subfielder dummy once more who takes the catch in the deep. He's enjoying his day out. The captain goes for 9, 167 for 5. LBW shouts, brave bowling your 19th, but how well has Mohammed Mohsin responded? Marvellous catch held by the subfielder Hemant Dami, who's on for Shub Kansakar. Let's hope he's okay to bat. They'll need him with the bat and the bolts. Googly not picked again. Once more it's Dami in action. It's such a good tournament, Mohammed Mohsin. It's difficult to pick when he bowls that wrong, and that was the leg spin, and it was just the bounce because how poor he is that led to the thick outside edge going all the way to square leg. Well, somewhere right now in Birgunj in the Sheikh household, Mr. Sheikh and Mrs. Sheikh are having a very difficult time as to know who to cheer on. Arif posted last night, house divided, heart united. As Arif goes into the sky, deep mid-wicket out there, it's another one, it's Mohsin again. Rajbachi takes the catch, the bolts bouncing back into this contest. Innings just starting to falter. Just starting to falter. Not easy to walk in and be expected to hit the ball out the ground from the word go. But Arif perishes in the cause, looking for quick runs. 169 for 6. Rishan Pandey, young left-hander, is in a fine tournament. I know he's impressed many, the way in which he's played. May naturally be a little more suited to the ODI game, but he certainly has played his role for the Royals, who've had such a brilliant campaign. I just question the decision to send not just Arif Sheikh but also Scott Kugelheim in ahead of him, particularly when Rajbachi and Mohsin had overs left. This goes over the offside, another fielder there, but Nisham, I think he's misjudged it completely. It could have been 2 and 2 to close out the over, instead it's a boundary for Pandey. It's 173 for 6.
On Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid, 200% instant hydration, miracles happen.
Banking sectorma Manila Patak, Siddhartha Bank India. Siddhartha rewards, Smart Points, Siddhartha Bank, Samantha, Sunday Vanilla.
DHI happier home, Tutte Sahay.
Ball just keeps going away from it, to be fair. There's no slice on it. Kugelheim has the strike for the final over.
They're tumbling like a pack of cards here. And Kisha Mahato continues his fine tournament with the big wicket. Let's go, Kugaline. He crowds his stumps, Scott Kugaline, and I almost think he'd be better off if he didn't, because that was right in the hitting zone if he stood on the middle leg. Well, done the job. Mahato bowls it straight, says if you miss, I'll hit. Kugaline's 13 off 10. The Royals, they might get bundled out here. 173 for 7. Diresh Pudier into the crease. Pumps it down to long on. Pandey's cut between the wickets. That's great running for a couple. HD. After 15 overs, it was 143 for 2 with the ball to go. Since then, the Royals have collapsed in a heap. It would be easy to say that they'll be disappointed with the last 5 or so overs of this innings, but they've still got an immensely difficult score to chase for the Bolts. Straight down the ground, 2 fielders there, oh there! A collision, the last thing we want to see. Tripathi, I think, is one of them. They probably couldn't hear each other. The end result will be 6. But much more importantly, let's hope the 2 fielders are all right. So difficult to communicate in this cauldron of noise. Straight down the ground. Yours, mine, who's taking it? In the end, no one. It looks as though they're both going to be okay. As I glance out, Rajmanji and Tripathi, they both on their feet. So I think they're going to be okay. Thank God for that, particularly with Lalan Rajbanshi, because he has had 2 shocking injuries that he's come back from. A knee injury that was potentially career-ending. It was MCL, it was ACL and meniscus all at the same time. And then the broken collarbone less than 12 months ago too. His fielding has improved so much. Always gives 100%. And I'm just so glad that both he and Tripathi are okay. Big Maximum though gets the Royals up above 180. Everything must go with 3 deliveries left. Full toss, helped into the leg side, fielder right there, Sharmala holds on to a good catch. Both players stare at the umpire. They want to have a look at this. It was a full toss, was it too full? The umpires might be tempted to go upstairs and have a look. He's missed out. He's missed out. Then you want to hit out the ground. Go full toss, middle leg, catch from Sharmala running in. He did everything correct. Once he's taken the catch, he slid in, made sure that his elbows don't smash into the ground and the ball doesn't pop out. So Naresh goes for 8. 181 for 8. What you want. Cricket here at the TU, in this amphitheatre, in this cauldron, things happen. Lawrence, the new man to the crease. 1 second, they're not going to take it. Last 30 deliveries alone, HD. 39 runs and 6 wickets.
can understand the manner in which they've gone about trying to post this total, because when you have such a good platform to work with, you're going to come in all guns blazing, and that's what virtually every batter has done. And in the process, they've lost an enormous amount of wickets, but they are posting something very significant in a final here. This fella has 4 with just 1 ball. Underused, maybe. They'll probably try to run the second. They've got nothing to lose in doing so. Oh, he's dropped it. They might run a third because the bails are out. Chaos again. 2 runs to the total. And wicket to run out. Not the non-strikers end. It's gone. Oh, cricket in Nepal. You can never take your eyes off it. You can never predict it. You just never know what will happen next. One thing's for certain though, the Super Regime Royals, they've posted 184 for 9 in the grand final. This had to be one. They hadn't even turned when he started to throw the ball. Oh, the keeper has made such a hash of that. Milanta. It should have been one. They get 2. The Bolts, they've got some batting to do. It's a completely different game from the qualifier too, but there's shades of it, isn't there? That was a low-scoring classic. Are we now in for a high-scoring classic? Because the Super Regime Royals have posted one of the highest totals of the tournament. Being honest, they should have got to 200. They should have been the first team to do that in this first season of the MPL. It was a flying start, led by Safe Save, who played so well for his 69 off 43. Big word too for Bilal Bandari with 41 off 31, continuing his excellent tournament. The rest, though, only bits and pieces. The critical thing there's only one batter in Arif Sheikh who is less than a run a ball. Everyone else is more than a run a ball. Major Partnership was the one right at the top, 117 of just 74 deliveries. It set the platform. The rest came in. They played like millionaires. They had to play like millionaires because 200 was on the cards. They only end with 184. Still a good one. For me, all a bit too chaotic. A little bit of panic set in. I know 184 they'd have taken at the start of the day without doubt. But I think they could and maybe should have got more. But a special mention for the 2-3 wicket hold.
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदी गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
शिक्षा र खेलकुदका माध्यमले विश्व मानचित्रमा चिनिँदैछ मेरो सिटी अफ क्रिकेट बन्गरी अनि यो सहर चिनाउन अगुवाई गर्ने मेरो कलेज मेरो एसटीए कलेज मेरो गौरव
सिद्धार्थ एसआईपीमा लगानी किन गर्ने आफ्नो बच्चाको उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि आनन्दसँग रिटायरमेन्ट बिताउनको लागि आफ्नो सपनाको घर लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनको लागि त्यसैले सिद्धार्थ एसआईपीमा हरेक महिना सानो सानो लगानी गरी लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनुहोस् सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी आज एसआईपी भोलि वीआईपी
इधर से रेड बुल वापस नहीं
भाइ रेड बुल के दिएको यो रेड बुल भनेपछि रेड बुलले चाहिन्छ
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring the nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball. And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI, Sricha Pradhan.
नमस्कार म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI श्रीचा प्रधान मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी हुनेछ Wishing you all a happier home.
सुन्दैछ है इन्डियामा मात्र 8 रुपैयाँ 88 पैसा प्रति मिनेट बेस्ट रोमिङ प्याक डाउनलोड एन्सर एप नाउ थ्रो डायल # 123#।
अभी सेक्टर 2 का लाइन में
Dairy whitener अब हर एक दिन delightful. On Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid, 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Insta for a complete
4 गो लाइन थे ठीक है तो वो तरफ कौन सा थे
solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas oxygen. तपाईँको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि यो बुझेको छ your way of quality living. Legends rise to greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive.
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मनपर्छ है जन्मको सुगन्धले मलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
गल्ती गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती Insta for a complete विदेश घुमघामको फन पेन्सिल रोमिङले थप्छ छन् बेस्ट रोमिङ ब्याग्स रु 100 देखि सुरु बेस्ट 28 days रोमिङ ब्याग मात्र रु 2499 मा डाउनलोड पेन्सिल एप नाउ or dial *123#. Insta for a complete I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential graduate school, where every step leads to a new adventure.
ये सब देखाए थे ना
सो नहीं करी सारा
कथी कथी करी लेता है लाइव में देखाबी ना हाले
कते भाई है 66 के
तल देखबे लाइव में
देखो सब तारे कमेंट करना ओ कमेंट कर से होय है
सब बोल
केपी वाली इनको ना केपी वाली
चालू के गाली न दे कहो रसूल बोल लेट गो आज मन बड़ा गाली न दे पूरा मेरे क्या कहना हो
कति ब्रेक छ
साल बढ़िया खाए विनिंग सुदूर पश्चिम मात्र चेता कति गयो देख्छले विनिंग सुदूर पश्चिम
ए कोन भोसर छेरा
जनकपुर
विनर जनकपुर
सुदूर पश्चिम यो सब सुदूर पश्चिम कहे जय नेपाल
गुड जय साथ जय जनकपुर कति करने
ए साल मैंने एक निकल देख कथिले
जय श्री राम बोलो सिया बार राम देखिए ना वो आई लिख रहे सर देखिए आप
बोलो सिया बार रामचंद्र की
क्या कदम मन चले
बालचंद्र राम की जय बालचंद्र राम
हिमालय
टारगेट कथी को भयो टारगेट जनकपुर
185
कति लिखलो जनकपुर बोल कति छ आले लिगपुर ठीक है
जनकपुर गुड सुदूर पश्चिम भाग सार जनकपुर बोल विन ठीक हो राम यादव जनकपुर 2 रासव के
भौपुर हो
અને બાવ બીએયુ બાવપુર હો
બાવપુર પછી जनकपुर के बावपुर हो गाई लो
देखे 80 मा आउट देखिले 80 मा आउट कोई माधर चोर
कथि लिखने हो
80 मा आउट के कर चले
80 मा आउट ए बेटा तू आ बुझी छी रे 80 में 8 बजे के 80 में 8 हो जाता है
के कर जंगल से
जनकपुर बोल से कोई हो
गाइड बेट्स ऑफ लक एसपीआर
सुदूर पश्चिम
लॉयल हेलो रमेश काटा
रे सब सुदूर पश्चिम के कोई रे
रह देना चना जीत ली तो सबके गाड़िए में घूमे लाइव है ना 40 ऑल आउट
40 से बोल
हां ले लगाया से दिखा
गोय अपना कते पछा छी रे
कते पछा के खंडे बरिया रे ओइ पर जब तक टीवी जते आ रथी होते
आगा
That opening partnership for the Royals, as good as it gets, set the tone for the rest of it as well.
जनकपुर भाषा
I think the Malanta being back up to open was due for such a large chase required one right over 9 right from the off. This squares up. Asif Sheikh does look shy of confidence. And 2, it's the Harmeet Singh factor. He's bowled so well in the power play. You want that left hand, right hand combination to try and counteract his threat.
नहीं करना एक का टारगेट
सीधा
Didn't pick up any wickets in the last outing, but he bowled 4 overs for just 13 runs. Harmeet Singh. He really hold the one end down.
छक्के ठीक है
Nice picking shots. Maybe a sign of things to come. Goes all the way. Instead, it will be the first Super 4 powered by Ncell 4G of the chase. As Malanta picks that length up beautifully.
Bolts needed to fire today. He starts well, pulled away, just a tad too short for Harmeet Singh, and he's quick to walk onto that back foot. It's another Super 4 by Ncell. And it one bounce over the rope.
कहते 4 बॉल में 6 रन तो ठीक है रन ठीक है फर्स्ट ओवर
It's like changing the field as the man who was able to take goes from deep backward square comes to deep mid wicket. That's the captain. Yeah, I'm a big believer in momentum and T20 cricket, and there's one thing the Bolts can take. They really restricted the spin regime very well in the final 5. 41 runs, which is already a good result, but also remarkably. Wickets too. 7 come from the first over. The Bolts 7 for none. Right there, every hurdle and shine on the beat. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Curiosity, dog. You pick up. Serve Excel.
United Scotland.
Insta for a complete home.
कितना
East of Kathmandu and further down towards the border with India. So many have travelled a long, long way to be here today.
ठंडा हो चाहिए
Scott Kugelheim
क्रिकेट के
will want his crown back at the top of the table. He'll need 2 wickets to go past Raj Banshi to end as the tournament's leading wicket taker. Don't think anyone else comes to in the mix in these 2 teams, although special mention for Mahato's 13 wickets. The tournament rounding out his excellent efforts with the ball. Good news is he's got his shirt back on his back, number 42.
ऊपर गली तक करा था
That'll be 4.
What?
Smiling start for Malanta.
चलो ने अच्छा चूड़ी कुछ शॉट शॉट
That's one way to face Kugelheim. He's been quick.
जीत गया था ग्राम में मोहल्ला में
Back onto him. Melantha, he's looking
पांच
good.
बॉल में 2 रन मार दिया
This time coming down the track. And he did very well. Just
Yes.
waited until the length was right
और
for him.
आसिफ हो ना आसिफ से
And placed it right in the gap. That's for education kids, to school kids. Thanks to
कथि
the
नाम है
Ensel Foundation for every 4 that's hit.
तो सने दिखाई कथि ले
अनिथा जा अनिथा
मिलंता मिलंता हिले मिलंता
हाँ
मिलंता
मिलनता हाँ
Franchises
हाँ है मिलन हाँ
announced
Just
his
last
initiatives and
मिलन हाँ था है
मिलंता हो मिलंता
6 बॉल में 10 रन मारने हैं 12
ए बॉल 2 बॉल में 1 रन मारने
हाँ,
आसिफ
हाँ,
से
हाँ।
Cricket with the cause.
6 में 10
Because yes, the
रन
sport
तो
is
ठीक
fun,
मारी
the
ना
sport is fun, but the
दूसरी के
impact
कई
that it
बॉल
can
हो
have
2
is
बॉल
massive.
11
Why
रन
not use that impact to bring positive change?
19 चाहिए 2 बॉल में 4 उसके साथ
तो कैले ले याद में मेरे
43 of
दौड़ लेके ना
in this tournament in terms of 4s hits. Hundreds and hundreds of sixes, endless entertainment.
हारा के तो बेस्ट नहीं चांस
Oh, you had a really good chat with Paras Katka as well, and I love the vision that he has. It's not a one-year
आवाज
thing,
बंद हो
it's
रहा
not
कौन
2
कहता
years.
वही
He's
कहता
thinking long-term, where he can take this, how he can grow the sport, and how it can impact overall in Nepal.
Yeah, I think sometimes you'll see broadcasts around the world, you say, oh, do they really believe what they're saying? This has exceeded every expectation, not by a bit, by a distance. Cricket on the pitch, fans in the crowd, fans online, fans on TV. It's been the talk of the country this tournament.
And you bring up a really good point. You hear a lot of things out there, but the thing that's really a standout for me, every time I've had a chat with Paras, is there is a passion there. And I suppose he's played the sport, he's played it for his country, and he can see, he's seen other parts of the world, he can see where Nepal needed it most, and he along with his team have come out with a standout product.
Will fill Asif Sheikh full of confidence. He is shy of runs, but he is a class player. That's his first boundary.
It's a decent start from the Bolts here, as Scott Kugelheim gets a little bit of away movement, but that's placed well, just opens the face, and lets the pace of Kugelheim do all the work as that flies for another boundary.
Basically too full, wasn't it? Punished. Taking the aerial route by Asif Sheikh. Drags a length back, Sheikh. Early on the stroke, if anything. 2 in the book, 16 for none.
Lights on the life on Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुहोस् तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर खुलेर जियौँ presidential graduate
रात में लगा
where
देंगे
every
सब
step leads to a new adventure.
पूरे के सब बच गए
मातृपन सम्बन्धी कुनै पनि समस्या समाधानका लागि सम्झनुहोस् हार्दिक IVF एन्ड फर्टिलिटी सेन्टर
तो बेसी तो लाइक है रे आदमी से बेसी
32 games, all at the same venue. Inside what about it? 22, 23 day period. It's depending on where he's going to bring an attack. Not just
entire time. Locked up. 2 force. This is swept away. And this is what they needed, the Bulls. They needed this positive start. Wickets in hand, runs on the board. Dipender Singh Irie, the Tiger. He's going to want to have an impact here. has been guilty of bowling quite a few wides in the past. This time a bit too far down leg, and it's good to see Brandon McMullen come and have a quick chat with him. 2 boundaries have come off the over, now a wide. That means an additional ball. Required run rate 9 runs and over, and Milanta's off to a flyer.
Change back all over the wicket there. In fact, not just 1 wide, it will be 3 wides to the total. Said has to do the fielding. Gotta remember, 8 games up to today for the Royals. McMullen opened the bowling in 6 of them. The reason he's not here, it's that left-hand, right-hand combination that's causing Kuggelein problems too.
Turning out to be a lengthy over. 6 deliveries bowled already. They've still got 2 more legal deliveries to go. The runs are coming in the form of extras, aiding this run chase.
Shots slightly shorter side. They are cruising here, the Bolts. What a start.
This is the issue. You bowl the wide, not only are you giving the extra run, but you give an extra delivery that's going to go for more runs. That's exactly what happens here. Bit too short, it's set up nicely. Milanta did very well to pull that, knowing he was a fielder in the deep. And just gets enough. Cheering them on, the skipper. He knows he needs to find a breakthrough soon. Doesn't want to give the liberty of the same sort of start with the bat to the balls as his side had.
Maybe cheering them on, but it's carnage out there. Panic, chaos, another change in angle. Where have the basic plans gone for the Royals? Well, that should have been 4 more. Barring the big right boot, the size 12s of Scotty Kuggelein. Lovely to see Milanta check on the bowler's welfare. He is all right. It's 48 for none. Medals, excellent tournament.
तैसे कोई सर कते ती पागल रे भाग सर रे भाई खत्म
Royals fans would like. He's at mid-on, he's up in the circle. He's going to bowl it.
अरे वाह हम ये सर नेट कट छोटी पागल लाइन कट गेल की वाह लाइन हम पे भाई बार कट
Royals fans would like. He's at mid-on, he's up in the circle. He's going to bowl it.
नेट छोड़ी है रह दे ना
It's short, it's only a fraction wide, but it's wide enough. And a precision piece of placement. Hit it at the umpire, Sheikh will have said. It's exactly what he did. It finds the gap beautifully. This game will slip through the Royals' fingers if they don't turn it around quickly. It's well and truly game on in the grand final.
Slug swept. And Asashik goes a long way. Coffee.com, our official ticketing sponsor. For every crowd cash, they get $25,000. Correction, rupees.
$25,000. Yup. Where are we going? What are we heading?
I want to be on the ground for that one, I think.
I think you're already half on the plane home, thinking of those Canadian dollars. I'll tell you something, there's not a harder crowd catch in the world than here today, because it is packed to the heavens. And this little break in play may benefit the Royals. They have got the ball back. But I'll tell you, the Bolts in full control of this chase. Pupuda Sanayaka and his charges at it somehow again. Two absolute hammerings the two times these sides have met. Yeah, I'm not giving that one, I'm sorry. I'd love to say 25,000 rupees, not clean. Oh, glorious. Massive shake. That is vintage best. The Bolts in full control. They're well ahead. It's 63 for none.
हम कहते लोग कोनो भरोसा नहीं है कहते ना जीतल है
कपड़ा ए वो तो बात छोड़ो छाछ कपड़ा के 5 रुपए हत्ते ना छोड़ो
5 घंटा
Solar water heaters. Water purifiers. The air source vehicles your way of quality living. Asli energy. Red Bull. Asli Nerotum.
देख रहा पहले ना देख लो अब आ रहे की रे पहले ना मालूम
केला
बेसी खाना लाइव में थी चल यार लाइव काटे पड़ती यार